welcome everyone joining us on Facebook today or on our YouTube channel, wherever you find us. We are about a minute from starting our meditation. As a few more people are still joining us on Zoom. Okay, so I'm going to invite everyone to, if you haven't already, find a comfortable sitting position. And pry the flashlight of awareness away from the mind. That is some heavy lifting that we are asked to do first thing in this meditation. The heavy magnet of minds and thoughts that are keeping the flashlight of awareness stuck on our thoughts, our stories, our narratives, our likes and dislikes, our preferences. We try to pry away from the magnet, the flashlight, to let it settle on the breath. And as it settles on the breath, to take a moment to relax the body. Every out-breath allows us a deeper releasing, a deeper relaxing. And after much time spent together, almost every day meditating this way, you might find more and more subtle awareness of all the places in your body that are still tensing. At first, we can relax the big muscles, we can relax the major, perhaps even painful contractions that we feel here or there. That's kind of the easy stuff, the obvious stuff. But as we deepen our awareness, as we deepen our ability to witness, to observe, and we start to feel more of the subtle places where the body might tense up unbeknownst to us most of the time. I find that to be especially true around the muscles of the face. There's some kind of a habit that we drop into where the face tenses almost automatically. Perhaps it's a subconscious way for us to present a good face to the world. And same thing with the belly, which is also why I always insist every day that we pay special attention to those places. So each time you exhale, just let go a little more. Just relax a little more. Keep the flashlight of awareness on the breath. And with every out-breath, just drop into the here and now. Surrender completely into this moment. whatever your physical, emotional, or mental experience might be right now. It is exactly how it is. And in the depth of our ability to relax in the space, suddenly we are not much attached to wanting our reality to be different than it is. We are much more able to be receptive. It's when we drop into the heart space that includes everything, that embraces everything, that it becomes easier to sometimes bear the pain, the malaise, the illness, or whatever emotions might also be arising. Suddenly we are a little bit more, I would say, separated from our experience. When we deeply relax, we're not resisting our experience. And when we stop resisting our experience, even though the physical pain or the emotional pain or the mental pain might still be here, we don't add to it. It's when we resist, when we deny, when we try to run away from our experience that we add to its pain, to its suffering. And we don't really need to add anything when the pain is already there. But when we deeply relax and breathe and focus on the breath and let go and surrender, then we change our relationship with the moment, with the experience. We're no longer caught in it. We're no longer invested in our experience being different than it is. We can flow with what is more easily. And again, we're not denying the pain that is here, physical, mental, emotional. Quite the opposite, we completely acknowledge that pain. We say yes to it. We tell it that we see it. We know it. We know it is here. We bear witness to it, in fact. But we stop telling stories around them, around the pain. We stop trying to make meaning out of it. We are just present to what is. And this is the Sephirah of Chesed, in which we are entering, or we have entered, in this first week of our counting of the Omer. Chesed is loving kindness. And so holding our experience, our painful experience, our joyful experiences, without adding a narrative, a story around it, is an act of chesed, of loving kindness. We open our heart to the experience of our body, our mind, our emotions. And say yes to being with them just as they are. And all of us, to one degree or another, are in some physical pain, some mental pain, some emotional pain. How could we not be after so much time in isolation, after such a horrendous, difficult year that we hopefully are moving beyond slowly? How can there not be pain? And I mean a real pain. But pain is different than the suffering we add by tightening around the pain. And the tightening comes from the churning of the mind, the meaning making, the storytelling that adds to not the pain, but adds suffering to the pain. But when we drop on into our heart space and invite in the energies of chesed toward ourselves, of loving kindness toward ourselves, then we can move beyond the suffering and honor whatever is real arising in awareness. So stay with the breath today. And I'm going to give us a mantra, a word to hear in our mind's ears every time we exhale. And the word is Amen. Amen. We say Amen. Amen in Hebrew means it is so. It is so. Whatever our experience, it is so. It is exactly how it is. Can I just be present with what is without adding to what is? Can I just be aware of my physical, emotional, and mental experience? Observing the breath and letting it all arise without engaging, without involving myself, remaining neutral, and just saying Amen. It is so. It is so. It is pointless to resist what is. We won't change what is, resisting what is. It will just add suffering. So, Amen. It is so. It is so. And before we enter into our silent meditation, now that we have our practice, I'd like to invite all of us to count today's day of Omer. Yesterday was the first day, tomorrow will be the third. Baruch ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kideshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu al sfirat haomer. Blessed One, you are the emptiness that manifests as form. You are the source of all that is. You sanctify us with paths of holiness and give us this path of counting the days of Omer. Today is the second day of the Omer. And just stay with the breath. Whatever arises, it is so. Amen. gently transition out of our meditation, taking a couple of deeper breaths, and if we feel the need to, stretching the body. In a moment we'll close with a threefold Shalom chant again, dedicating our practice to all beings, that all beings might experience Shalom, greater wholeness, harmony, inner peace. But before we do that, I just wanted to invite you to continue this practice today. You know, we spend 30 minutes with our eyes closed, doing the heavy lifting of meditating and practicing, but then it needs to trickle into our life. So whatever life throws at you today, whatever the world offers up to you today, say Amen. It is so. Wherever you find yourself, whatever encounter, whatever happens for you within or without, say Amen. And see what happens. See what shifts. All that might shift, in fact, and see what it is for you is not what happens, but your relationship with what happens, how you relate to what happens. We're not doing spiritual bypassing. In fact, we are facing what is with an open heart, I would say full-heartedly, and definitely mindfully. So just practice Amen-ing today. Modani, thank you.
Modani, thank you. Thank you, everybody.
You're welcome.
Lovely day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Danny, see you Thursday.
Johnny, thank you.
Modani, thank you.
Oh, Danny, thank you. See you Thursday.
Thank you, Olivia.
Thank you.
Pesha.
Thank you, Olivia. It's perfect.
Good.
Well, Danny, thank you.
All right, we'll see everybody on Thursday.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.